Greetings there, defenders of Lycan Air. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, episode 71, Enemies at the Gates. Okay, so the entryway looks nice. The garden looks nice. We're just waiting on the steel for the windows, and then to bring in Lanist. But, the inner hallways aren't heated, though. That would be the only thing needing to do, and that requires steel that I don't actually have access to at the moment. But once I have that steel, we'll add another radiator in here. But I think other than that, everything is heated. No, these radiators in here are too internal, and they're not heated either. So we gotta fix that too. Okay. So if we take a look at the temperature map, as you can see, most of it's heated, but not all of it yet. And then once the heat's in and the skylights are in, we'll do the torches last because it burns wood, and I don't want to burn wood that I don't need to burn. But it's almost ready for occupation. And that only took, basically an entire stream. It's a big project. I mean, that's the whole point. The whole point of this series is to appease the senators so that we gain political power. So it's intentionally effortful. I haven't gotten notices that any of my animals are starving yet, which is why the doors to the hay are still closed. Because I wanted to wait until the last minute to open them up so that I conserve hay as long as possible. I do see that there's bears and wolves like right at the entryway. So let's deal with them now. Because it's really only a matter of time until they decide that I should be on the menu. And no thanks. Poor Trine Larry. He doesn't even have armor now. It's on the list of things to do, bud. I promise. Okay, what other apex? We have 2 more grizzly bears down south. Yeah, not much I have to worry about in the immediate future. The compound is missing a wall as well. What do you mean by that? Like this surrounding wall? This surrounding wall was built just so that the humdrum of the entryway is kept away from the Western Republic. Whereas this is like geographically secluded enough that it's like not the same. Which is why I didn't create like a border wall. Baka Duvinovich, you are the same. I already know you. I'm going to buy the pemmican. Maybe not that much. I'll buy 500 pemmican. Sell the berries. I don't have weight for steel. Not that they're even selling steel. I kind of wish I could buy coal, but I can't. So we're good. Now I have 2.8 days of food, 7 days of food, plenty of food to get out to Ivuvum. Yeah, so this wall was just built not to necessarily enclose them, but because when they first moved in, I didn't really have perimeter security. This gate was very close to the villa, and I didn't want them to have to fight raiders or do anything of that nature. So the wall was mostly out of necessity because of their proximity with the entryway. And everything that the entryway they're in brings. Whereas this villa is... If this villa gets overrun by raiders, our whole colony's probably dead. So the needs are different. Alright, I have plenty. Let's start getting steelmaking material. Because, yeah. I stocked up a lot of marble. Maybe a little bit more than I needed. In fact, actually, let's first get granite. for repair material, and then we go. Because I think I'm out of granite, which is why this isn't being finished. Hey, while you're out here, would you be interested in bucketing rice back to the base? And hay. Especially you, Del. Especially you. So what do you think? Do you like it? Do you like this little central villa and its aesthetics? So I guess while I'm waiting for the caravans and all that, let's start adding in the light. The rest of the skylights that will bring light to the area. So that's the hallways, the rec rooms, and at least on first pass, I just need the bedroom that's going to be in use. The other bedrooms are less important for now, in my opinion. Because I can add them in later. Although, ideally, I want to add them now. Hey, we have more books. Unknown Threat. Not far from us. It's possible that I go for that. I wouldn't mind more books. It's one thing that's like hard to obtain in mass. That's probably enough. Let's start getting coal. And at least one of the two reliefs will be done in time. I'd like to wait for both, but I don't think it's all that reasonable, to be honest. It's not going to be a deal breaker. It's only a good relief, and I don't care. It takes so damn long to make. We're going to use it anyway. I don't think the other ones even had good... yeah, the other ones were normal and good, so that's as good as it's going to get. So we'll put a relief in the rec room, and then eventually a relief and chairs in the dining room. So the last thing I need to do is the shelves for things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves for food and drugs in the dining room. And then I'll put in a bookshelf, but it's going to be empty. No, I think that's just insulting. It's like, here, you illiterates, a bookshelf. It doesn't have anything. Has 20-year-old Mad magazines because you guys only read pictures. But yeah, eventually a bookshelf if and when we ever get more than 6 books. And then I just need to set up what is actually stored on these shelves and probably then subsequently boost the amount of food that we cook. How close are we to getting you guys? You're being enslaved at Will 1, and you are being recruited at Resistance 0.2. Man, I checked as if I could read their minds. So, we'll have a raffle for them both very soon. Clear the shelves of content before they're built. Good call. Man, this caravan, I know they're like weighed down by like quarter ton of steel, but man, they're so slow compared to the other caravans we normally run. The veg simple meals, I actually don't want to use veg anymore. Just use meat. We have lots of meat. We don't have a lot of veg. So for the slave meals, they're just going to be eating meat, which, you know, allows us to conserve. Maybe I should rename them. Another thing I've been noticing is filth building up everywhere. So, hey, new guy. You get to clean. So some shelves that don't have perishables, like the shelf of wood for the torches, can be filled now. Some of the shelves that have perishables shouldn't be stocked until someone moves in. So I'll do the beer now and tea, but not ambrosia and meals and all, because I don't need waste. I don't need that spoiling for no reason. And it does look like we're starting to get some steel, which is good. So all the first batches of steel are going to go to the windows. And then once the windows are done, for the glass and shields and all, I will pivot and have Elba start replacing the armor that is in massive disrepair. I'm sure most of our brawlers have armor that's about to fall off them. And it looks like we haven't been replacing we haven't been making shields enough either. So I don't know if any of them have shields. Oh, just Darius. But Gagu doesn't have a shield. Trenlanry has a very broken shield. Alright, Shepard joined. Nice. So Shep, you are going to be a patrician. You're going to be allowed perishable food, not low food. Social drugs. You are going to be assigned work, and your work is strictly... Actually, no, not strictly. Your work is mostly going to be guarding, but doctoring will be secondary. Also, wardening's fine for you, too. But guard is your primary. And I am going to guard this spot with 2 for now. So then if we go to the guards, Shepard is going to be given guard spot. Guard at the red spots. So 2 gate guards instead of 1. It might make sense to put Maxis on a night owl schedule now that I have a day guard. And then Trenlanry is spouse of Maxis, so then have Trenlanry subsequently on a night owl schedule as well. So that we have, ideally, or 1 guard at any given time to man the gates. And yes, he is a citizen. So we're going to move you over here. And then in terms of your assignments, you should be a brawler. Sorry, not a patrician. Yeah. You're going to be given armor and weapons and all that stuff too. I don't think I have the weapons yet. So that's just yet another thing in the backlog of things to make. So Gladius, made of steel. Or actually, maybe a mace made of uranium. Why not? I got a lot of uranium. Alright, giveaway timer is going up now. There it is. Good luck. Oh, yes. They sleep too much. Thank you. Yeah. That's fixed. The windows are going in. Good. The shelves for beer and tea can get put in here as well. So I just did the beer and tea. And the middle ones will be the perishable drugs, ambrosia, and meals and desserts once I have that stuff. There's only 34 rice left out there. That's not too wasteful. Was Uranus a Roman or Greek god? Yeah, maybe we're celebrating Uranus, the goddess, as a way to say thank you for the uranium, given the weapons that the new guard is going to be using. Oh, and look, you're overlapped. Overlapping is fine. I don't care. 2 guards at once is totally fine by me. If it's a planet, it's Roman? Yes. Yeah. That seems to be the case. Oh, Elba, your crafting skill went up. Nice. You should not be sleeping. Wait, where are you even going to sleep? Yeah. Nice try, bud. But the royal bed in the villa is not yours. I know you just joined us and you don't know our ways, but this little domus with a very creepy bug statue watching over you, yeah, that's where you sleep. Good try, though. Good try. I admire your attempt there to have your own like private villa. It's not how it works here. So here we're at Ivuvum. I haven't been to Ivuvum in a very long time. So let's take a look. They do have teas that I could buy to help to, yeah, I think it would be wise to buy tea. They have Phanox, 50-year-old neurotic. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Victor, you are high mate. I'm not interested. Phil, baseliner, beautiful, volatile, delicate. Volatile and beautiful, terrible combination, especially for a slave. Asthmatic slave. And then Bellarose. Beautiful and greedy. Great. You are a wolf blood, but no thanks. So it doesn't look like I'm buying any people here. I will buy a little bit more cloth. And Tyrion. And then we are going to open the center screen and request a quest from Tele Lannister. So what reward should I accept? What reward? 1, 2, or 3. So choice number 1 is a Centurion helmet, which is made of wood. So, stupid. And a uranium relief. Reward number 2 is gold. And reward number 3 is goodwill. And I need to clear a Veil of Shadows bandit camp nearby. So, I'm just going to have these guys head home. Guy and gal, I think. And you guys can pick the reward. I'm going to give you 2.5 minutes to vote on that. So, raffle timer and reward timer above my head. And Zenov is about to be enslaved as well. So, raffle timer goes to Sandra. Don't you already have a colonist? Thought you did. Maybe I'm wrong. So it was a title? You don't? Okay. Well, then it's yours. Oh, no, you did. Obar is yours. I'm assuming that you want to trade up to a full-on colonist, so I'm going to re-roll Obar, unless you tell me not to. What foods can be made out of wheat? Wheat is... So when you harvest wheat, it immediately turns into flour. And it's not a valid food source for veg meals, I don't think. Let me double check. Yeah, right. It's not vegetarian. It's like a byproduct ingredient only to be made into bakes. So, you can bake it. So bakes require flour and ingredients. So really only bakes, which is modded. Yes, go ahead. All right. So re-rolling the Obar, and Obar is Darzan. Darzan, do you have someone already? Sorry about the headache of being whipped around. No, you don't. Okay, cool. So Obar is going to Darzan. Oh, apparently copy and paste does not work. Try again. There we go. Undead Troop, thank you for the resub. And it looks to me like you guys overwhelmingly want choice number 2 for a reward. I'm going to wait to accept this so I have a little bit more time. But gold is going to be really nice given that we burn through our gold supply in order to make all the furniture in here. Speaking of your new person, I think it's time to open up our guests again. So shifts, Darzan. And guests, allow. Everyone's over the flu, and I didn't turn it on immediately because of our food shortage. Truth be told, I should probably not allow guests still anyway due to the food shortage, but I'm going to allow it anyway. I think we'll be all right. Scipia is almost halfway to the relief that we need. These guys are coring up all the stuff we need for... oh, and Zenov is ready to be raffled off as well. So, giveaway timer up for Zenov. Zenov, you... Oh, and the zoning. No, the zoning is... Okay, Shepherd's correct zoning, and Zenov is now correct zoning. So Zenov is a slave, can do cooking and medical. I think that's where I'm going to put them, doing exactly that, cooking and medical, because I don't think have enough cooks. So, cooking 2, medical 2, and then when not cooking medical, because you're imped, you haul. Your slave, low meals, no drugs, no reading, normal schedules, and correct zoning. I don't, however, think that there's actually a bed for you down here yet. Oh, no, there is. Okay, perfect. The last bed. You seem to have forgot the neck. Oh, no, you put one on. Okay, good for you. I haven't forgotten about the dyeing of the furniture. I'm just waiting for the roofs to be done. And a lot of that is just waiting for this caravan to get home. Looks like they don't have enough days of food for the return trip, so I'm going to stop by Londinium and buy a little bit more food too. Massively encumbered caravan takes a while, doesn't it? If I plan to get any more slaves, I gotta improve their barracks. Or I just shove them in, shoulder to shoulder. That's an entirely valid solution, might I add. We are getting some animal starvation, so it is time to whip this one open. Just the Muffalo are starving, and that's, I'm sure, because this pen is way more populated than the others. So I'm going to hold off on opening up the other doors for the other animals for now. Wow, you guys were hungry. Hey-oh! Mad rush for the haystacks. Well, the crafters are doing a really good job of supplying the steel, I must say. The smelt glass bill is like just not getting met, but that's because we're trying to fill in the whole shields and backlog of everything else. Same with clothing. Once we have the senator, I think everything moves a lot faster for the subsequent villas. I'm going to prepare the royal beds ahead of time. And I actually am going to try to furnish all of the villas ahead of time. Because moving the furniture in there from the furniture workshop is like more annoying, and I don't want to have to do it if I can help it. And then once Scipia finishes with the last relief, I'll go ahead and queue up the other carpets. Alright, good luck in the raffle. I'm about to trigger it. Goes to Joker Head. Cheers. That looks a little weird. There. Ooh, a party. Scipia throwing a party. So the reason for this is just so if I can get all this built before Talaelanus moves in, we'll be able to bring in the other senators a lot faster, which would be incredibly useful. Nothing like a party without a little slaughter. Little pores. Practicing those brawling skills. And I just need to aim for excellent, extremely impressive bedrooms, each and every one. Meaning that I'll probably also require more art, I think. We'll see. These bedrooms, I think, are a little bit larger, though. Space 63, space 60, 63, 63, 70. Then some of the bedrooms over here, which were like 52, 57. So it might be a little bit easier to hit the impressiveness mark because they're larger. My god, this caravan. I swear. They're like intentionally walking slow. Alright, excellent. Excellent dressers, excellent beds. Please, just don't screw up the royal beds. That's the most painful. So you have construction of 18. Scala technically is higher, so I'm going to let her finish it off. I know, a bit of an insult to you, but we are a merit-based city, so there is merit in letting her finish the bed. Finally, the mace. It's only good quality, but it will do. So, Shep, that's yours. And now we're making the glass for the skylights. Did I ever place the jade statue from the quest? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so that's an excellent bed. Perfect. I can link that up and leave that in. And it's a very impressive bedroom, so it's going to need to get a little bit more impressive in order to be high enough quality. But maybe the carpets we make underneath it will help. That relief is almost done, too. So, yep, 50 work left out of the... I forget how much total. Like hundreds and hundreds. About 1,000? 1334 work. So, Scipia, good job. We've already replaced the shields. It was on the top of the smithing bill. So, we have shields. They're fine. Let's go ahead and buy a little bit more pemmicans so we can actually make it home. So I'll buy, I don't know, 300 more. I think they yeah, this is, a different subset of slaves. Not any that, interest me, I don't think. This last one looked okay-ish, but no, not really. Yeah, different subset of slaves than what they had before. They do have agave fruit. Yeah, let's try to buy as much agave as veg as we can, and then bring that home. Because we have a severe lack of veg due to the corn blight. Although we're about to get it's almost harvestable. So as long as they don't get blighted again, I think we'll be alright. Ooh, masterwork. Nice. And there is the relief. Excellent. So the rec rooms are extremely impressive, and I think this one will be extremely impressive once it gets the relief. And the other bedrooms are getting adorned. That's not very good quality, nor is that. It will require a little bit of trial and error, trying to make sure that the quality of the furniture is all the same, but, or at least up to snuff. Oh, another raid? Come on, don't be breachers, don't be sappers. Be like, prepare a while and give me a minute. Sound fair? Deal? No, no deal. No, they're a prepare a while. Sweet. Well, that makes my life a little bit easier. It's a big raid, but given that they're not attacking immediately, it's going to be easier to deal with. Which means as soon as Juhu goes inside, I'm going to close... Actually, I'm not going to close this door, because I want them to be lured into the main gates. So these are Blades of the Creed. In terms of their weapons, they have a decent amount of ranged weapons. So that's needs to be considered during our defense. And a few have breach axes. Not many, but enough that, like, them bashing on the walls if I did wall up wouldn't be good. We could light the beacon. Although I don't think I want to fill up my cemetery, so I'm just going to defend this by my lonesome. Because lighting the beacon would be better for attack immediately sappers and breachers, in my opinion. I'm going to start to rally the defenders in ahead of time. And in this case, I'm going to also use slave labor as well. So slaves that are particularly good at shooting, well, not you, Juhu, or you, Scala, because you guys don't fight. Slaves that have good shooting skills, I'm going to put on the turrets. Or at least passions, I guess. Turn off guests. So if there are enemies on the map tile, guests will ask if you can keep them safe before entering. So I don't really need to do that because there will be a prompt to be like, are you sure you want guests? And I can just be like, no. Oh, actually, you know what? Everyone gather around first. I know I'm just ruining the muster, but we have a bunch of wolf howls, and that will be good bonus. Oh, what's happening now? Is it friendlies? Or is it 2 raids? I guess I'll be red for this. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Lycan.